In this video, I will discuss the importance of Donald Trump adopting a realist approach to U.S. foreign policy. As this presidential transition is taking place, I wanted to contrast the Biden administration's more liberalistic lens of foreign policy versus Donald Trump's more realist lens of foreign policy. So realism, which emphasizes national interests, power, and security, offers a pragmatic framework for navigating global challenges. By focusing on tangible outcomes and avoiding idealistic goals, a realist strategy could help the U.S. maintain its global influence while addressing critical issues like military readiness, economic competition, and international alliances. Trump's past foreign policy decisions, including his America First stance, hint at some realist principles, but a more consistent application could lead to more effective and strategic diplomacy in the face of evolving global dynamics. Under President Biden, the United States has embraced a liberalist approach to foreign policy, emphasizing multilateralism, international cooperation, and promoting democratic values abroad. While these ideals resonate with America's global image, the costs and consequences of this strategy have sparked debates. Take Ukraine, for example. The Biden administration has committed an astounding $175 billion in aid, with $66.5 billion allocated to military assistance. At home, however, Americans are in crisis, such as the victims of the Maui fires initially received just $700 per household. This raises the question, are our priorities aligned with the needs of our citizens? I really cannot stress this enough. Over the period of the Biden administration, the United States has committed approximately $175 billion in total aid to Ukraine. Now, $175 billion, let's divide that by the population of Ukraine, which is around 36 million people. That equates to approximately $4,861 US per Ukrainian. And this is a mix of militaristic, economic, and other humanitarian aid. Let's look at the Maui wildfire victims, for example. So FEMA and other federal sources have contributed billions of dollars to the overall recovery effort, though direct households only received around $700. Or let's look at Hurricane Helene, where over $2 billion was allocated across 6 different states. However, each individual household got around $750. Now let's look at the LA fire victims. So the LA fire victims received approximately around $700 to $1,200 per household. If the average Ukrainian is receiving approximately $5,000 from the United States, how come victims of major fires and other major natural disasters in the United States only received up to $1,200? America cannot be a successful nation if it spends more on the members of foreign countries than it does on its own citizens. Contrast this liberalist approach with the realist approach favored by President Trump. Realism prioritizes national interest and security above idealistic goals. Instead of pouring resources into prolonged foreign conflicts, a realist strategy focuses on direct negotiations and leveraging economic power to achieve tangible outcomes. Realism asks a critical question: how can the United States best serve its citizens while maintaining its global leadership? Redirecting even a fraction of the $175 billion spent on Ukraine, for example, could help address pressing domestic issues, such as disaster relief, infrastructure, and healthcare. Critics of liberalism argue that an idealistic foreign policy risks overextension. The United States cannot be the world's policeman without sacrificing resources needed at home. Realism offers a path forward, a strategy that prioritizes strength, pragmatism, and the well-being of Americans, while still engaging with the world on terms that benefit all. As we reflect on the past and plan for the future, the only choice between liberalism and realism will shape not only America's foreign policy, but its very identity. Hi everyone, thank you for watching that video. I put a lot of effort into it, so I appreciate your viewership, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.